Larry Reed, the man on weed. What's up, Larry?
What's going on, Tracy? It's amazing that I should see Tokelahoma here at beautiful Relax Park, which is like 400 Western or something like that. I'm not sure.
500 Southwestern.
500 Southwestern here in beautiful downtown Tokelahoma City, baby.
Yes, and there's beautiful stages, pavilions, taco trucks, drinks, and they open to the public on 12 June. So we're kind of here before it opens, and I'm having a great time. It's a great day.
You can medicate out here.
Yes.
You can medicate out here. They've got a full array of everything going on. I believe Thursday, Friday, and Saturday they have it's open as a regular club, and then during the week, it's just as a hangout spot. I kind of live down this way, and so it's
just a spot to just
in
hang
my
out
hood.
at.
You know
I like
how that goes. Yeah. So what are you all doing down here?
Well, I was at American Wholesale Hemp, which they're the title sponsor for Green Grow Fest.
Okay.
And so we came over here to see people who are doing Green Grow. And then we ran into you. And so it made it even better for me.
Well, there it is. Weeders helping weeders. Once again, we see it. It's the recurring thread of everything going on out there.
Yes. And speaking of Green Grow.
Speaking of Green Grow.
Yeah, I think we have some guests
that they're going to roll on. Yeah, you tell me. I mean, I was out here enjoying the day. I tell you, I just got back from the
Chef Tony, Michelle, Nikki
Weed.
Yes. Yeah, come on. We're talking about you guys live right now. Hey Tokelahoma, it's Tracy, and we are back with Chef Tony, one of the organizers with Green Grow Fest. Have you seen his food? It looks amazing. Nikki with Green Grow Fest. Hi. And Larry Reed, the man on weed, came back with me. Thank you.
But not this weed.
So much.
Absolutely.
Yes. We are at Relax Park right now.
What do you guys think about Relax Park? It's awesome, isn't it?
I love it. I love it. It's cannabis friendly. It's relaxing.
And they've got something for everyone. They've actually got a alcohol serving bar, a dispensary, and a park where everybody can open consumption. So
food trucks, a big screen, multiple stages. Yeah, dispensary on site. I'm sure you already said that.
What's
Yeah.
the dispensary's name? Is it Relax? Or
It's the Garden of Weedon.
Garden of Weedon. That's it. Yep.
It's getting ready to really go here. We're at 500 Southwestern here. It's right off I-40. It's simple to get here. Things have been happening for at least a couple weeks now, right? They've been open.
So they've actually been in soft launch mode for the last few weeks, and the official grand opening is on June 12th. What I'm most excited about is we're actually going to have a Green Grow Fest kickoff on June 3rd. So we just had a kickoff last Friday. This June 3rd, we're going to have a kickoff that's open to the public for everybody to come experience, and it's going to be a microcosm of what we do at the fest itself.
That's 2 weeks from now. 3 June is a Thursday. So come out to Relax Park and celebrate Green Grow Fest.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be a blast.
And so tell us some of the things that are going to go down at the Green Grow Fest.
So the Green Grow Fest is actually 3 days. It's a 3-day plant medicine festival. Friday, the main thing is to celebrate the canniversary, the 3-year canniversary of legalization here in Oklahoma. We're going to have the Green Carpet Awards as part of the annual Oklahoma Cup. The cool thing about this award and this cup is it's actually a people's choice. So for the first time, you, the people, get to vote and decide who wins the cup. We're going to have 57 different awards that are segued into personalities and people, into brands, and then top products. So a lot of exciting things coming up that we can share with you guys on the 3-day Plant Medicine Festival. That's the Friday. Saturday, we're going to have a food festival running throughout Saturday into the EDM concert that night. So Friday and Saturday night will be the main 2 productions on stage. Food festival will be going on the whole time.
Tell us a little bit more about the food festival.
So yeah, I've luckily
because you're a chef, right? We call you Chef Tony.
Right.
So it all
and
ties together.
And I'm hoping I didn't bite off more than I can chew with this one, Larry. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, guys, I'm actually the executive chef and the food and beverage director for the Green Grove Fest. For the whole thing, we're gonna have a VIP kickoff on Friday night that we'll do hors d'oeuvres and cocktail waitress style serving, mingling. But we'll have infused food that'll all be hemp infused superfoods. We'll have different options for the patients, but we'll have green and clean food throughout it. We're gonna end up with about 12 to 15 different vendors. We're gonna have a plant-based mixology bar. We're gonna have a bar serving alcohol. So again, something for everyone and lots of different food and beverage options.
That's pretty amazing.
What are you most excited to cook?
I'm most excited to cook my Oklahoma sliders. The picture you saw on social media. My social media is Green Chef Tony. If any of you guys want to follow and see pictures of the last event,
He's amazing. Follow him.
I'm
put the link right there.
Yes.
I just rolled out Oklahoma Cup Golden Sliders, which is a Brazilian cheese bread that's made by Gusto Brazil. It's one of the national products that I represent. We had candied smoked bacon and Brazilian fire roasted pineapple, finished with roasted red pepper, all on a slider.
Infused,
amazing flavors. I actually did a hemp rub over the top, so I finished it with my own personal hemp rub.
Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing. That's Green Chef Tony right there.
That's right.
That is great. I love it.
That's how we roll.
Yes. I cannot wait.
And so we only got the second day. So you said the food was the second day.
Good
so
job.
Now keep going.
Keep me on task, Larry. You rock, man. You rock right there. So I'm actually more fired up about anything besides the food. I'm more fired up about the education. On Sunday, we're going to open up the venue for anybody that was there for the festival. They can stay for TED-style education talks in the park, or it's open to the public. If anybody wants to come in and bring their family, even their kids are allowed to come in on Sunday, because we're going to have education. Everybody can take part of free education classes on a few dozen different plant medicine talks. It'll be very hands-on, very small, intimate educational experience. And we anticipate things like cacao ceremony, rape ceremony, even mushroom ceremony, yoga in the park, and then formal classes like cooking with cannabis, of course, is something I'm excited to talk about.
Cacao ceremony. So chocolate? You guys all getting down on the chocolate, or what's going on there?
I'll give you a taste of mine if you want. I still have cacao in my coffee cup from this morning.
Right.
But cacao and mushrooms are a natural energizer. They also boost our brain processing ability. Different mushrooms heal the gut. So I am a big proponent of entheogens, and that's the next wave, and actually part of the Plant Medicine Festival, again, at Green Grove Fest, greengrovefest.com, guys.
June 25th, 6th, and 7th out there in Depew, Oklahoma.
That's right.
Yep.
But it's
So
all...
it's like in the middle of the two biggest cities, right?
Exactly. It's about halfway between here and Tulsa on purpose.
Strategically
Exactly.
placed.
No
Yep.
excuse.
You got it.
Except for those in
That's why
Western
we're doing
Oklahoma,
it in Depew,
but-
Oklahoma, which nobody's even heard of. But it's on Route 66, about halfway between the two big cities.
Get your kicks out on Route 66, June 25th through the 27th. And so we got the that's interesting that you have the whole day of free education there.
Yeah. That's one of the things I love about Green Grow. I've been involved with every event and every Green Grow Expo they've done. And it's always been local. It's always been all about culture, which includes arts, all forms of art. And it's always been about education. Education has been a pillar of everything that Green Grow has stood for. And even at a 3-day plant medicine music festival, we will have an educational outlet. So I think it's huge. And patients that can't come out on Friday or Saturday or don't want to, we want them to come out on Sunday and enjoy this. So that's why we made it open to the public and free on Sunday.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great
So
concept.
it's free on Sunday, guys. So if you can't make it out because of money, come out on Sunday. Please come see us.
Come
Yeah.
mingle. Another part of it too is that we're trying to work on a entheogen petition initiative as well. So that is currently in the works. It's still very much infantile, but I'm really super excited about the team that's kind of coalescing and coming together. I think that in due time we could hit a home run, much like 788. This one could be that home run too. So look out for that at Green Grove Fest as well.
And I'll elaborate on that a little more if I
please,
can. If
yep.
you
I
guys
don't
like
know what
our
I'm
show,
privy to.
check out
Yes.
our shirts.
I don't, Matt. Yeah.
You can see that part of the whole mission behind this is the Third Eye, the Third Eye movement, the Third Eye Association that'll come through this, Third Eye Plant Medicine. But we really want it to be all-inclusive for all plant medicines, and we really hope that this is the beginning of decriminalizing all plant medicines. We see several people coming to work together on the decrim movement, But because Green Grow is all about bringing local culture together and doing collaborations, that's already happening naturally and organically, but we see the decriminalization for all plant medicines coming out of this movement.
Yes.
And I'm a libertarian, and so I am bringing my libertarian friends with
Awesome.
me to
It'll take all
because
kinds.
At least we have a party, and we're going to help you, and we're going to bring that policy, and we're going to walk in there and help you guys get this done because
That's what we need.
yes.
Yep.
Takes a tribe to do this,
Yep.
guys.
Really
It takes
does.
a
There's
tribe
plenty
and
of
a
room
team.
at the table, unlike this little one.
Yes,
There
but
is.
we're
We
gonna
can
take a break.
expand them. Yes, that'll
All right.
work.
Hey Tokelahoma, we are out at American Wholesale Hemp, and today we have Kyle Early and Jordan Early as our guest. We're going to talk about Barrage Coffee, the launch of Blue Magic tomorrow, also Green Grow Fest that Blue Magic is a title sponsor for, so stay tuned. Hey Tokelahoma, it's Tracy, and we are here at American Wholesale Hemp, and I have the lovely Jordan Early with me today. Thank you for coming. Well, actually, I thank you for having me. So we are going to talk about a few things, and the first thing I do want to talk about is the Project Growth, because that's where I met you, and you guys did a great event for veterans in cannabis. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, actually, we can't take credit for the event because that's all done from Battle on the Home Front, which is Kyle Early and his partner Brian.
Yes.
And we're just a safe place with permitted grow for hemp. So since hemp is legal without a medical marijuana license, we can, but it's also cannabis sativa, just like a patient might want from a medical marijuana plant. We offer a safe space for them to hold those plants, and week by week we're able to show my team, my farmers have volunteered, so yes, I'm very proud of them as well, to show that on, they'll come on the weekends, whatever day it may be, and normally Kyle's just like, we got Project Grow tomorrow, and I just make sure I have hamburger buns and anything that he might.
Yeah, so having a lot of veterans on your farm is a big deal because we appreciate it.
Oh.
Because you never know what we're going to get into. So you're letting us onto your home, into your farm. So we really appreciate that. And I think it's great. So thank you.
Well, you're welcome. And Project Growth is a seed to harvest experience.
Yes.
It's a 6-week program to show veterans, if they were to have a medical marijuana license, how they could successfully grow their own medicine.
Yes.
And so, as she said, we have volunteered for that to be on our farm. We're grateful. That's why we built the farm the way we did.
Right.
But Ryan and I, we just sit back, unless it's talking about plants, and just let the veterans talk and have their time. There's plenty of space on our farm, so I try not to jump in and get too involved because it's their time, but I definitely am grateful to offer the space and have the permitted farm, and that my husband and farmers are so grateful to jump in there and teach, Project Growth.
Yes.
So Yes, huge shout out to Battle on the Home Front, Kyle Early. You can like them on Facebook. He also has Battle on the Home Front TV, which is another channel that I watch along with Tokelahoma's.
Yes.
So that's just another thing to watch out for and be excited. If you are a veteran and you're interested in project growth, just write Kyle Early on Battle on the Home Front or Tracy with Tokelahoma, and she can get you more information.
Yes. So let's talk about what you do. Jordan Early, you have your own beauty line, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, when it comes to what I do, I advocate the industry and I advocate my husband.
Yes.
So what I do is whatever needs to be done.
Good.
I can hardly explain my jobs or my roles in all the businesses that my husband has opened up and all the opportunities he's opened up for Oklahoma and nationwide here at American Wholesale Hemp. As well as through Hempire Genetics and 2.5 years of self-funded research for the plant to make the economy successful, to make sure we make all the mistakes first, that you don't have to make them later, and we can offer SOPs and successful programs when someone has that interest. So, but what I guess you're probably getting at is what I actually do on a
I want to talk about the cool stuff, the
9
pretty
to 5
stuff.
basis.
Yes.
Well, my husband asked me to create a line for skincare. It was highly requested, asked for. He had developed a lot of products that I had learned a lot about.
Okay.
I learned a lot about the lab. I was running some sales and education for us at that time. We hired someone new, and he said, I need you to focus on the brands. So, of course, the brands he had already built are brands now. And I created Identify, which is an all skin types skincare line that has CBD from natural American grown hemp extract in it. And I created it based on all my sensitivities and the fact that I have autoimmune disorders that trigger nerve impulses in my skin.
Right.
So when I was creating that, I had all the things that a lot of us don't like to talk about, or just, they used to feel normal, they don't anymore, and may not even understand that something as simple as your skincare line can be affecting such things. So I wanted it to be an all skin types line, and I succeeded at that. It's been out for about 2.5 years. I've had no complaints. I've had no suggestions.
Right.
It's just, when are you going to expand? So I am here in the next, probably, it takes a while, guys, but about 6 months to a year, we will have an advanced formula of Identify. But I created that line for all the entrepreneurs out there that might want to white label as well. So, of course, I love when people buy my line, and they love my line, and I love when seeing testimonies come through and success stories. But at the same time, I also love building people's brands. So while I do own Identify, my main job is to ensure that I make other people's dreams come true. If they come to me and they have an idea for a brand, or they love what I do, but they have a demographic that they want to push towards and then maybe expand upon that, I will consult for free through our services at Cantech Labs and help them build that brand until we've got it just the way they want it, and then I will monitor through the whole process with them while they're working through my team, their first go around, and eventually they forget about me because they're just rocking and rolling. They've learned what they needed to know. My team is rocking out their products. We've hooked them up with anybody and everybody we can on a marketing level, or any connections that we might have to make them succeed in their brand.
That's awesome.
So that's what I get excited about, whether it be a custom product or something that already exists, is when someone comes to me with an idea and I get to watch that come too.
Right. Oh, totally. And just in case you guys missed that, she said she does free consultations for great ideas. So that's a wealth of knowledge. That's a free offer, and that's probably going to get more than you're going to get anywhere else. So thank you. That's awesome. I did not know that. That's great.
Well, I just love to hear people out. Actually, I don't know, people on this show, they probably know Moto, but Moto's mother came to me and wanted to hear some things, and
Yes.
I was able to, I could see her eyes light up, and she was excited.
Yes.
And
She's
that's,
amazing.
that is what I love, is when someone gives me an idea and things click in my brain, I'm like, oh, with that you should do this, and then their eyes light up in it, and it makes it a real dream for them that they know that it doesn't have to be a dream any longer.
Right.
And so when they're ready, I'm right here. It's never any pressure, and I love getting to know people, and so whenever they're ready, I'm here to move forward with those dreams.
Awesome. Well, thank you. And next we're going to talk about some blue magic and whatever else we come up with. So we'll see when we come back.
Empire Genetics is an advanced research program set forth under the 2018 Oklahoma Industrial Hemp Pilot Program, overseen by Northwestern Oklahoma State University. A lot of farmers reach out to us. They've heard about what we're doing and are interested and want to know what they've had growing on their land since they were kids. Oklahoma is very diverse in its weather system, and so these plants have adapted over the last several hundred years to withstand that. A lot of it was brought here by the U.S. Department of the Interior back as part of Hemp for Victory. Hemp for Victory was brought about with the loom of the coming World War. We knew that we were going to have to produce a very large amount of hemp to rig the ships for their sailing, for their ropes, for their anchors, also clothing, sailors' hats, our flags, everything was made from hemp. Marijuana wasn't made illegal until 1969. The USCSA classed marijuana in with other dangerous narcotics such as heroin, cocaine, and methamphetamines. The campaign to slander cannabis began back in the 20s, mainly with William Randolph Hearst and the paper mills. Then that transgressed into big oil. Later in the 30s and 40s, really gained steam. By late 1937, the Congress passed the Marijuana Tax Act, which grouped industrial hemp in with marijuana. After that, they gave the differentiated names, hemp, marijuana. While farmers were still allowed to grow, taxes were raised so heavily that it made it difficult, especially for lower income farmers. In 1940, when Hemp for Victory came to Oklahoma, they actually used Oklahoma as a test plot. Several genetics were shipped in from all around the world to see what would grow best on American soil, since Oklahoma has such a diverse climate. And it's very hard to find a lot of documentation on that. We know there was a lot of places, obviously, that were involved, or we wouldn't be finding cannabis in every county in Oklahoma. Empire Genetics, sowing the seeds of the past to grow a better future for everyone. Visit us at hempiregenetics.com or on our social media pages at Empire Genetics.
Hey Tokelahoma, this is Tracy, and we are still at American Wholesale Hemp with Jordan. And now we're going to talk more about Blue Magic and Green Grow Fest. So, Blue Magic, is that launching soon?
Blue Magic is launching online tomorrow.
Awesome. Tomorrow, guys.
Yes, that is tomorrow, Friday, May 21st.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes,
Do I got
21
my dates
May.
right?
Yes.
So we're very excited because this has been about 2.5 years in the making.
Wow.
As I mentioned before, we had a research program at our own farm for hemp where we did a bunch of cool stuff, but we'll focus on Blue Magic.
Great.
We were able to find and test many different types of plants with many different types of terpenes.
Wow.
And during that research, we found plants out in the wild that were untouched or harmed by pests. So we were able to research more into those plants and the terpenes and the
Right.
things that actually the compounds that made it untouched. And of course, dealing with things such as the humidity in Oklahoma, powdery mildew, people that Ryan consulted coming with all different types of issues.
Right.
We were able to combine all those things together with research, and of course it being used on well over 10,000 plants before our release.
Wow.
With lots of different testimonies from volunteered researchers that were within our permit
Awesome.
guidelines of Northwestern Oklahoma State University. So with that, my husband developed, I honestly can't even tell you everything about his brilliance on it, but he developed Blue Magic, which is patent pending, has over 37 different trademarks filed on it.
Wow.
And it was
huge deal.
Yes.
It's huge. It's a big deal.
Yes, it's his baby,
Yes.
and we're very proud of it. It's a diverse product. Normally you're hearing us talk about CBD oils and
Right.
CBD infused products, and so this is actually diverse, a hempicide,
Right.
the first registered hempicide, and
Wow.
it's EPA exempt.
Awesome.
I don't remember by like 717B something. That's again my husband's deal.
Right.
But it is EPA exempt. It's an organically derived product. And we just are thrilled that we can have something to take care of our plants here in Oklahoma, be delivered good medicine by the
Right.
people that use it, and are able to utilize the program. And it will be available for wholesale by contacting sales@americanwholesalehemp.com. You can sign up at growbluemagic.com, and when you go to growbluemagic.com, you can go to the contact form, and I personally put those into the sheet to call you at the date that you wrote it in. So I take care of Blue Magic with Ryan personally as not the lead project manager, but as I'm not going to let anybody slip through the cracks.
Right.
I'm going to make sure that you get what you need to take care of your powdery mildew and pest prevention. So if you want to learn more about Blue Magic, I definitely think you should go back, watch the show Office Hours from American Wholesale Hemp from last week.
Yes.
That's where my husband Ryan Early, the inventor, was able to come on the show and tell you a little bit more about Blue Magic. Also, growbluemagic.com. We're actually updating that content as often as we can to tell you more about how it works, why it works, and you'll be gathering more and more information with the new release. And the way it was able to be released is because it is approved now by ODAF, the Oklahoma Department of Farm and Forestry, which is a requirement.
Okay.
If you're a commercial grower, then we'll be getting your grower's license so that we can, know that you're using Blue Magic on your plants and the requirements that are there. This is for hemp or medical marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Any other information, I've told you the websites, and you will get a call back. You will get an email, and if you'd like to sign up for our Blue Magic email list, going to growbluemagic.com or writing even Lindsay, Lindsey, at awhemp.com. We have many ways for you to get a hold of us, and we are, if you're watching outside of Oklahoma, we're getting registered in every state as quick as we can. We're waiting on our approval from California. I did get some sort of congratulations on Texas, but I'm not going to say we're improved in Texas right now because that information didn't get to me, but I think that we are probably very close in Texas as well. So this will be offered on our national distribution website, awhemp.com for retail, and sales@americanwholesalehemp.com for wholesale and
That's
distribution inquiries.
I think it's so cool. Like I don't manage any plants, but what I've seen and what I've heard people
Yes,
talking
you do.
about.
Project Growth.
Well, yes, I'm trying to learn. Yes, you guys are teaching me how to do it. Yes, you're right. But the growers talking about it, they're like, oh, this is so cool because they're out using stuff not made for marijuana, not made for hemp, made for tomatoes or onions or other plants. So to have something locally in Oklahoma made just for these, I think it's great. I think it's back to what I like to call this cannabis industry in Oklahoma, the American dream. Because it is. Because you can have those ideas, and with Oklahoma, you can build things easily. In so many other states, you can't do that. And I just love Oklahoma, and I love Blue Magic, and I'm excited. I'm excited to learn more about it because I might have to use it one day.
Yes, I mean, we all might have to use it one
Yes.
day, especially if this 10 days of wretched fog doesn't stop, huh? I'm sure that the plants are needing it right now.
Yes, I know my grass goes from short to long if there's rain. It's wild. All right, we are going to take a break, and we are going to have a special guest with us, and his name is Kyle Early. See you. Hey Tokelahoma, we are still at American Wholesale Hemp, and we have Kyle Early with us now, and we have the lovely Jordan Early. And we forgot to talk about Green Grow Fest, so we're going to talk about it.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that Blue Magic is a key title sponsor for Green Grow Fest 2021. You can get more information by going to Green Grow Fest 2020, or it's greengrowfest.com, and you can get more information on what's going to be happening there, who's going to be there, but we'll be there. We'll be there with products, and we'll be there with products at a discount. Lots of Blue Magic. So if you're wanting to buy Blue Magic there at a discount, come visit us at Green Grow Fest 2021. More information on Blue Magic, growbluemagic.com. Like us on Facebook, Blue Magic, and Green Grow Fest 2021 is on Facebook, and you can write them as well.
Yes.
greengrowfest.com.
Thank you. Yes. So Kyle, what's
Hello.
up?
Hello.
What's up is his birthday tomorrow.
Yes, he's gonna be
Tomorrow.
35.
Big
Happy
30.
birthday, Kyle.
Thank you.
Yes.
I know we were talking, me and my wife, and I was like, I'm getting old, and she was like, Kyle, you have done everything in your life to not make it to 35. You should be very, very happy. And that was a very surreal moment for me to realize, like, yeah, you are right. You
made
right.
it to you're making it
We're
to
here.
35.
I just got to wake up past midnight, and I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm in there like swimwear.
I'm glad you're here.
Appreciate
Yes.
it.
All right, so let's talk about Battle on the Home Front. What is Battle on the Home Front?
Battle on the Home Front is my veteran outreach program. I started it in 2018, the same year that I started Active Duty RX, which I'm sure we'll talk about that
Yes,
as
we
well.
will.
So, and with Battle on the Home Front, after I started Active Duty RX, using plants from all over the world, it's been in cultures for generations, and CBD from right here at Cantech Labs, obviously. You know, that's an important aspect of all of it as well. And so I wanted to do more, right? And I felt that passion, I felt that camaraderie and that brotherhood, and just that selflessness again that we all miss, right? And so I started Battle on the Home Front. We started doing therapy programs right up here at Cantech in the back, and we started teaching veterans how to grow their own medicine, and it's come a long ways. Now we do. You've been there as well, in some of our events that we have. We just don't do therapy programs, but we do community outreach. During the big ice storm we had, and you was there, we went and served hot coffee, barrage coffee, at the warming shelters. That was Operation Warm Shelter. You know, and during Christmas we give away free trees to veterans, their families, widows of veterans, suicide. We do, just building that camaraderie and that brotherhood, and we also work with a lot of other veteran-based nonprofits. As a team, we also have a YouTube channel, Battle on the Home Front TV, where we address addiction, mental health, navigating life out of the military, breaking the stigmas. We bring in veteran entrepreneurs, veteran nonprofits, and highlight and talk about what they're doing as well. So.
Yes, and so what I like to tell people about when I talk about you is Battle on the Home Front is all those other government taxpayer funded things without the red tape.
Yeah.
So if you need something, let me know, and I'm going to reach out to Kyle and we'll figure it out, because there's no red tape.
Yeah.
There's, hey, we have a brother, sister here, this is what's going on, and we're going to take care of you.
And we do that. We utilize
Yes.
so many different, Veterans for Life USA. Big shout out to Brian Paul. We got, a veteran down to Texas and got him in a
Yes.
treatment
Cyrus?
center.
Cedric?
Yeah, Cedric. Yeah,
okay.
we just sent him on a paid striper fishing trip down in Texas.
Awesome.
Through another veteran-based.
Right, exactly.
And then
because we're everywhere, guys.
And even Linda Steele, shout out to her as well, Furnishing Fatherhoods.
Yes.
I called her, and I had a real close buddy of mine that was struggling, that was going through a divorce. I called her and said, hey, I need you. And sure enough, Linda didn't load right up and drive straight to his house, and they started, and I didn't know my brother was in such a hard spot, and it broke my heart. I started crying when I talked to Linda, because I didn't know he was in that position. And he just got into his new house, and he didn't have any furniture. And so I said, hold on. And I called Linda, and she instantly went over there. And that's what Battle on the Home Front is. It's not just a therapy program. It is a resource center. We will continue the mission. We'll make it happen. We'll use all these other nonprofits and make people walk the walk. If they're going to talk the talk, and we'll see what truly these veteran-based nonprofits are doing. And if we'll call them out if they're not, because when we need help and we got a brother or sister down,
and there's all this red tape. Like,
Yeah.
no, I need to help this person.
this is what we
Yes.
need. This is
Yeah.
what we need.
Because nobody likes to go to VA because of the red tape,
Yeah.
right?
I
Because
hate
of
it.
the system. Yet there's all this money pushed there that we want to avoid, right? And so me and a friend of mine, we just launched a Libertarian Party Veteran Caucus where we can just focus on us.
Yeah.
Because nobody cares about us but us,
Yeah.
right? And so I just want your support, because everything you're doing, we want to do it, but in policy.
Yeah.
You know, send someone up to DC and say, yeah, we need to do this. Well, who's this guy, right?
Mhm.
Well, now we're official, right? We got to have that place where there's the red tape. We got to have the place where there's not the red tape.
For sure, without a doubt.
Yeah, because veterans, we know that, right? We know how to do it the right way and how to get it done. The mission doesn't end when you can't get something done, right?
Let me interject here, because y'all are saying some great things that I'm actually like,
Yes.
I'm getting to observe and sit back, and that's what I do.